Klimacek to see that.
Yeah, it is.
And one day it'll be you doing that.
Yeah, probably many moons from now after I'm in his
maybe
position.
not too many moons.
Maybe not.
Maybe sooner than later. All right, we move on now to the men's competition. It's the men's team bronze medal match. Third seed Italy, first out of the tunnel. Italy appearing here on the field for the second time this morning. The Italian women were in the bronze medal match. Dropped that match to China 6-2. So now a little bit more pressure on the guys to come up with a medal right here.
Let's see the guys get some redemption. This will be fun to watch. They probably have a little bit more.
A little more motivation.
Yeah. They're feeling like they need some revenge, I think.
Italy got here by beating Spain 6-2, then Austria by the same score before losing in a shoot-off to Germany. On the left, Massimiliano Mandia. In the middle with the glasses, David Pasqualucci. And the man on the right, one of the true sports heroes in Italy, Mauro Nespoli, the 26-year-old Olympic gold medalist from London. So a strong lineup for Team Italy. They'll need to be strong against the team seeded 5th, China, the People's Republic of China. China reaching this point, the bronze medal match, by winning a shoot-off earlier this week against Poland, the host nation. Then they shut out Belgium before losing in a shoot-off with the United States, whom we will see right after this match. So let's meet the three archers from the People's Republic of China. Yong, Zhiwei, Xiaoxiang, the very experienced archer in the middle, and an Olympic medalist, I should say, himself. And on the left, Huang. Excuse me, that was Yong Zhiwei on the left. Huang was on the right. So there are the lineups for this bronze medal match. Xiaoxiang, Yong Zhiwei, and Huang for China. For Italy, Mauro Nespoli, David Pasqualucci, and Massimiliano Mandia, excuse me. Mandia is 25 years of age, Pasqualucci 19, and Mauro Nespoli, for all of his experience, just 26 years age himself. So Italy will be on target number 2. And correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, but the first two matches, the winners have been on target 1, haven't they? I think the
yes, they have been.
China was on target 1 in the women's bronze medal match, and the USA was on target number 1 as well.
I don't know what it looked like yesterday, but like I was saying with the slant of the field, target number 1 is a lot more level, and target number 2 has more of an angle to it. So it's kind of hard to find your ground. Found his ground on that 10 though.
Pasqualucci pounds it home. And here is Mandia. Massimiliano, 25 years old, ranked 50th in the world. Steely-eyed look, and comes up with a 10. Excellent start for Team Italy. Yong Zhiwei, 23 years old, ranked 30th in the world, has 5 wins under his belt so far, and just outside those yellow rings. Now Xiaoxiang, bronze medalist, the Olympics in London in 2012.
That was a fast shot.
Maybe a little too fast.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fine line, isn't there, between shooting too fast and holding too long?
Yeah, there's like this golden zone.
And that's not it.
No.
Huang putting it outside of the yellow circles. So Italy already the commanding lead in this opening set. And Mauro Nespoli pours it on.
Still starting off left.
David Pasqualucci, 19 years old, ranked 29th in the world.
Got themselves an 8, high right.
Okay.
First shot of the day outside of the gold rings for Italy. Mandia will try to get them back towards the center of that target.
Bravo.
Does just that.
Shot.
Massimiliano.
Ragazzi.
Shooting like $1 million right now. So the set is out of reach for China. But these are important arrows. They can use these arrows and learn from them.
Yeah, they need to find their mark here. This is now practice shots for them. It's really important that they find their mark now. Otherwise, it's going to be out of reach. There's one in the 9.
Xiaoxiang dialing in a little bit better. Wang Ri. So out of those 6 shots, only 1 ends up in one of the gold rings.
Yeah, that's a rough start. They need to retain their confidence and go put a few in the gold this next set.
So a lot to think about if you're Team China right now.
Yeah, it's set system, so they need to let it go. That's the first thing, is you got to figure out how to let it go. Move on to the next one.
Sergio leading the cheers for the Italian fans in the stands as Mauro Nespoli, along with David Pasqualucci and Massimiliano Mandia, take the 2-0 lead in this match. Mauro Nespoli, who picked up a team silver medal at the World Championships in Copenhagen 2 weeks ago. 2013 had success here in Poland, winning a mixed team silver medal at stage 4. And of course, as we've already mentioned, in 2012, picked up the team gold medal at the Olympics in London. Thrilling match between the United States and Italy, and it came down to that last arrow.
Yeah, that was I've watched the replays of that several times. That was a fun match.
It doesn't change, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, you can want it to. It doesn't, though.
And it was a great shot by Michele Frangilli.
It was. It was. And that was one of those matches you talk about where it's exactly what you want out of a sporting event.
All right, so China's got something figured out.
Now, this is very reminiscent of that first match between China and Italy.
Yong Zhiwei with a strong shot to show the way for Dai Xiaoxiang. So Mr. Dai, who was the silver medalist at the 2011 World Cup Finals in Istanbul, comes through. Huang Rui, silver medalist at the 2011 World Youth Championships. A pair of 10s and a 9 for China. They've got the attention of Mauro Nespoli.
Grande ragazzi.
Italy could use another 10 from Pasqualucci. Close.
It's a good shot, though.
Vicino.
At best, Italy will be down by 1 after this shot by Mandia. At best, if he can come through with a 10.
Okay.
So a 2-point advantage for China.
Italy keeps them in the gold, though. Keeps the pace. It's okay.
Stays in contention.
Yep.
We'll see what China can do now. China ratcheting up the pressure.
They found their bearings after that first 10.
Yong Zhiwei showing the way. Dai Xiaoxiang following with a 9. And now Huang Rui. Not a very high world ranking, but he's in this bronze medal match. Now that drifts outside and it opens the door and presents a possibility for Italy to come back and take this set.
Yeah, it's so important. It was so important for Italy to keep them all in the gold there. They just had to keep the pace,
Stay consistent.
Yep.
Bravo, 10.
All right, also known Nespoli.
And then let it happen on those back three. You don't win the set off the first 3 arrows.
Tempo giusto.
Nespoli, the veteran, showing the way for Pasqualucci.
A bit shaky on that shot.
So that 7 matches the 7. But
Puts them
China's
1
Huang
point down.
So the set will go to China after a surprising 7 by David Pasqualucci. Mandia didn't look all that happy, but
it went in. It went in.
It worked. It worked, but it's not enough. China takes that set and ties the match up at 2-2. They would have been on the ropes had they not been able to come back, but despite that 7, and you never know. I mean, they shoot a 7, and you don't expect Italy to shoot a 7, but it happens.
Yeah. You always expect the best shots out of your opponents. It's like playing chess. You always expect the best moves, but you accept that things can happen. So you just do the best you can, and good things happen.
Zach Garrett of the United States joining yours truly, Carl Arche, here on Archery TV, here on our live coverage from Wroclaw, Poland. Stage 3 of the 2015 Archery World Cup campaign, which will continue on. There's Dean Alberga, getting all the great shots that you see on worldarchery.org. It is a big difference when you get out here, isn't it, Zach? I mean, it's so different from what you experience during the rest of the week as you're qualifying and get out here. There's television cameras.
Yeah, I mean, you step up here and there's the same amount of pressure on during the rest of the week, but you get up here and there's all those physiological effects. You start shaking, you get nervous.
There's distractions.
There are distractions.
Wow, did not expect to see that from Nespoli. I'm sure he didn't expect it either. Could China be doing what the women did in the opening match of the day in the women's bronze medal match? They fell behind 2-0 to Italy and came storming back to win 3 straight sets in the match. Italy started out strong in this match, had a chance to go up 4-0.
Now they're struggling to find themselves.
Yeah, Nespoli with a 7.
And to start too. Like we keep saying, it's hard. It's hard to shoot a good set when you start off the rough shot.
Massimiliano Mandia. So the youngsters, Mandia and Pasqualucci. Pasqualucci 19, Mandia 25. Both of them putting it in the 9 ring. Can China take advantage? Not sure after that 8 from Yong Zhiwei. Xiaoxiang taking his time, collecting himself.
Another 8.
Yeah, lands in the red ring. The silver medalist from Paris in 2013, struggling just a little bit right now. Let's see what his 19-year-old colleague can come up with. Wang Rui, another 8. So China not able to capitalize, at least not thus far here in this 3rd set. You know Nespoli wants to make up for that 7.
Okay, no.
Better effort.
He found the middle there. All right.
Pasqualucci's last shot was a 9, shoots another 9.
Va buonissimo.
Massimiliano Mandia can certainly turn up the heat on China. Not happy again when he releases, and yet that's a man in search of perfection,
Yes.
which I admire, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you feel that something's a little bit wrong there, and we do what we call Bo Kwon Do, which is a completely separate discipline in archery. Just throw the bow somewhere, try to make it go
Exactly.
in the middle.
Yong Zhiwei. China can still take this set, and at the very least split it. But they'll need 2 strong shots from Xiaoxiang and Huang. There's a big-time shot.
That was a really important shot.
Xiaoxiang drops a dime. Huang Rui can give the set to China, and he does.
Good shot.
Huang Rui.
What a way to close.
And so often you see this, Zach. One team gets hot, starts shooting better, and all of a sudden the other team takes notice and says, hey, we got to bring our A game now.
Yep. Pace setters.
And that's exactly what China has done. So China,
Now, I thought they were in trouble after those first 3-8s, but
right now they're in the driver's seat, leading 4-2 in the match after the first 3 sets. And it's the same pattern we saw earlier this morning in the women's team bronze medal match, where the Chinese women fell behind 2-0, then reeled off 3 straight set wins to win the match 6-2. Right now, Italy's going to have to fight back, win this 4th set, keep the match going. Can't afford to split. 1 more point for China would give them 5 for the match, and that's all they need to claim the bronze medal. So the heat, not on quite as much as it was yesterday here in Wroclaw, not literally, but figuratively, it certainly is on the team from Italy, led by Mauro Nespoli. I'm always interested to see how teams respond.
yeah, it says a lot about a team with the way they respond, whether or not they're mentally strong. So,
And
let's
you'd have
see
to
what he
assume
does
that they
here.
are,
You assume so.
having gotten to this point, but
Yeah. Struggling a little bit here. I mean, the nerves get to everybody, though. This is a
Mauro
being in a
Nespoli,
finals venues.
a couple of weaker shots from Mauro Nespoli. And Pasqualucci unable to put it into the 9 rings.
Like we keep saying, that first shot, so important.
Mandia has been about as good as anybody on this Italian team this morning.
I wonder if the wind shifted. The flags look calm, though.
Here in our broadcast position, it feels like the wind has picked up just a little bit.
A little bit of a breeze.
3 straight 8s. Meanwhile, Yong Zhiwei starts off with a 9. Here's Xiaoxiang. China coming on strong.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for, right inside the X ring.
Mr. Huang, the silver medalist in the 2011 World Youth Championships. Beautiful shooting. The confidence growing, the confidence building, and on the other side, on target number 2, you can see it starting to fade.
I know I said you don't win a set off your first 3 arrows, but that's going to be a tough one to come back from.
Trailing by 5 in this all-important 4th set.
That one helps.
Nespoli just does catch the line. Mauro Nespoli was voted Europe's Personality of the Year in 2012.
See
Pasqualucci.
what his teammates do when they start off with a 10.
Now Massimiliano Mandia. Trying to make it 3 in a row.
And
Eccolo.
they do.
So Italy now has to hope. Hope they get a break. Hope they get a little luck, a little cooperation from the Chinese archers. But if you're in this position, you're going for the kill, aren't you, Zach?
Yes, you are. With that kind of start.
Yong Zhiwei with a 9.
Just got to keep them in the gold here.
Yong Zhiwei, the silver medalist last year at the Continental Games. Picked up a team bronze medal here in Wroclaw last year, trying to do it again this year, and Xiaoxiang may just help him do that. So there you see it on your screen. 6 points or better to wrap up the victory for the People's Republic of China. Wang Rui with an 8.
The curse of target 2 continues.
That's 3 straight medals that have gone to the team on target number 1.
Has me a little nervous for this afternoon.
Have you drawn target number 2?
I have drawn target number 2. I spent about 5-10 minutes looking for a level spot to stand. I found one. It's like 1.5 feet back from the center of the target.
Okay, so you scoped it out
I
already.
Scoped it out.
China comes back, just as the Chinese women did earlier in that bronze medal match.
Very, very reminiscent, the exact same sets.
Great perseverance by the Chinese archers, the men and the women, and it pays off for them as they'll take a couple of bronze medals back home. Disappointment for Italy, which also had a shot at a pair of bronze medals.
They did.
Somebody's got to go home empty-handed.